続きからだよ。ロードするよ。ロードしたよ。大丈夫。
Someone said the cliffhanger. I know. By the way, don't forget to get your snacks. Today I am eating goldfish flavor blasted extra cheddar. Wow. Anyway, I'll try not to eat on the mic. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Hi, my name is VitaminDStain and welcome back to some more 9. Wait, no. Let me try again. 9! If you are new here, consider hitting that like and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Let's hit 1,000 subbies. And without further ado, let's get started. Cliffhanger, no more. I give her a quick look over but don't see any visible injuries. She wasn't manhandled, at least. Right. We've got Sora back, so there's no reason to stay here any longer. However, I doubt they're just going to let us leave. You did this correctly. Which one? Wait. Okay. Wait, why did I not hear Kakeru? I did not hear his voice. Did you guys hear his voice? The man glances over at the hooded girl. She seemed completely indifferent to the proceedings. Her posture is slack and only her mouth is moving as she chews a stick of gum. She reminds me of Ria from Kinkoi, but more mature with longer hair. And then the goon senpai over here, on the other hand, wears a confident smile. Guess she's using her powers right now. Or otherwise she'd be like all scared and shit. I didn't say it. Alright, chill. We wanted to run, I think we could manage it, but it's dangerous to turn our backs to these guys when we don't know what their abilities are. What if one of them doesn't even have an ability, just straight up has a gat? This guy's voice sounds like Mikado's from Cafe Stella. Could this be Mikado's voice actor? That'd be crazy. Yes, sir. I don't respond. But it looks like this guy wasn't really expecting an answer. His lips curl into an arrogant smirk.
まずは自己紹介をしておこう。彼女はエンプレス。フードの彼女はゴースト。そして私は司令官。リグベーダの長だ。
リグベーダ？
そう。我らはリグベーダ。AF ユーザーによって構成された AF ユーザーのための組織だ。
Thank you for clarifying twice that it's for users. Normally this wouldn't be the point I'd go. What am I trying to say? There's a mirror to my left, I'm talking to myself. Normally this would be the point I'd go. What the heck is this guy talking about? But Sophie mentioned her organization as well, so it's not that surprising that more exist. Oh! It's those, but in people form? That's crazy. I'm only concluding anyway. This guy looks human, but there's no proof the otherworld God damn it! But there's no proof the otherworld lures who were involved in the disaster centuries ago all returned to their world. Even pervy senpai? Goon senpai? Really? That would be crazy. But no, that'd actually just be crazy. I have nothing else to say. So what proof do I have that he's really a human? It might be one of the other... Stop using that word! Or their descendants. You could have just said aliens. It's possible an organization of users has existed for ages, hidden from the public eye. There are a lot of responsibilities. Possibilities! As to who this commander really is. I like to think he's just some chuny edgelord, but I've got a sneaking suspicion he's more than that. Yeah, his voice is a little too scary to be just a chuny edgelord.
呼び出したのは他でもない。リグベーダに加わりたまえ。我らの同胞として君たちを迎え入れよう。
He spreads his arms out in an exaggerated manner. That arrogant attitude of his ticks me off. Still, it's true that we need allies. To be honest, his offer is pretty appealing. assuming of course that he's one of the good guys. He doesn't seem like a good guy. Kujo seems to be thinking the same thing. Before I can say anything, she lifts a finger to signal that she has a question.
どうぞ。何でも聞いてくれたまえ。
あなたたちの目的は何でしょうか。それを聞いてから判断したいです。
そうだな。
He strokes his chin. Of course. You know, his hammy acting doesn't exactly inspire confidence. But he is. And even setting that aside, that guy's like practically oozing aura. Someone help. Someone come get this man! Something's clearly off here. Kosaka senpai's haughty smile hasn't budged an inch, so I can't tell what she's thinking, but surely she's scared. That girl he called Ghost is clearly annoyed. And not at us, at this commander guy. The entire time he's been talking, she's been sighing and clicking her tongue. She's not even trying to hide her irritation. While it's too early to relax, I'm pretty sure these three aren't as united as this guy's trying to make it sound. When I realized that, Commander Eric... I'm deleting the channel, dude. Like, what is up with me? When I realized that Commander's arrogant attitude starts seeming more comical than threatening. After a long pause, which he probably only took to try to make us sweat, he finally answers Kujo's question.
我らの目的。それは AF ユーザーの理想郷を作ることだ。
On paper that sounds good, but...
理想郷。
そうだ。AF ユーザーは頂上の力を持った人を超えた存在だ。
Oh, right.
いずれ必ず迫害されるだろう。
Okay, this is already a red flag. If he's already putting himself up here compared to like regular people, then that's already a problem. See, we can't be thinking like that, even if it's true.
そうなる前に我らが支配する。
Ooh, sounds like slavery.
支配って。
力を示す。そうすれば自然と恐れ敬うだろう。新人類たる我ら AF ユーザー。
Get this bozo out of here. It's only been like 5 minutes and I'm already done with him. Incredible. This guy's serious. I can tell from the look in his eyes. He actually believes all that bullcrap he just spouted. I should have trusted my gut. This guy's dangerous.
力を示すって言ったな。
あ
あ。
石化事件についてどう思う？あれがユーザーが力を示した結果だぞ。
素晴らしいね。
Oh, we're cooked.
力は存分に振るうべきだ。そのために与えられたのだからな。
人殺しの力だぞ。
それがどうした？
帰るぞ、空、九条。
まだ返事を聞いていないが。
本気で言ってんのか？
Turn back to the commander and glare at him with all my might.
ふざけんなよ。人殺しを容認するような連中と組めるかよ。それが俺の答えだ。
そうか。ならば。君たちは敵だな。
I got goosebumps. A stigma appears on the commander's face. This guy's crazy. I knew he was dangerous, but I didn't think he'd go straight to using his power on us.
空と九条は逃げろ。
Bro, what are you gonna do? Run with them!
でも
戦略的撤退だ。成瀬先生家に駆け込め。情けないが分が悪い。大人に頼ろう。
Kakeru got the survival instinct of a yellow starburst. You should be running with them.
だったらみんなで逃げれば。
And by the time they're over here yapping, they're all dead.
私も残る。先生の家には空ちゃんお願い。
Oh my. What is she gonna do?
なんで私だけ？誰かは行かなくちゃ。空ちゃんはもう頑張ってくれたから。
Sora, now is not the dang time. Move your ass.
いいから二人は行け。やる気になってんのはあの野郎だけだ。1対1なら俺一人でいい。
Get a load of this guy.
でもこうなったのは私のせいだから。
I can't even argue with that. Yeah, it is.
まだかかりそうか？
The commander gives me a condescending smirk.
一人でも三人でも構わないぞ。 二人が動かないのは私一人で十分だからだ。逃げるのならば追いはしない。臆病者は脅威足りえない。見逃してやろう。だが向かってくるのであれば徹底的に排除する。我々の邪魔はさせない。全ては理想郷を築くために。
We got another Ed and Jagged over here. Anyway, there's something I wanted to talk about, but I guess I'll hold on to it for a second.
人を殺してか。
必要ならば。
そっちの二人もそれでいいのかよ。
Ew!
暴力は嫌いですが、能力を存分に使える世界には興味がありますの。
No, I dropped more goldfish! Right before recording, dude, and I just cleaned the room too. I dropped a pile of goldfish on my computer. And then there was one on the floor, and I wanted to cry. But anyway, since I interrupted, I may as well tell you. Very quickly though, okay? I won't take too long. One of you guys sent me a message on Discord saying that in Japan, they announced that there's gonna be another episode, I think, or a project of 9 coming out. So I was like, wait, what the heck? Didn't they just release episode 5? Or is this the same thing? Probably not, I don't know, but it says something in 2026. It's completely in Japanese. I can't read everything. One of you guys told me about that and I was really excited. So shout out to you. Thank you. If you're watching, thank you. And if anybody else could confirm on that, I'd appreciate it. But I thought I was sick.
したいことを我慢しなければいけないなんて、とっても窮屈ですもの。
Oh, she wants her power force to have a bunch of simps carry her things. Like, you could totally do that without having to kill people. Like, I don't get her.
説得失敗だな。どうする？逃げるか戦うか。
耳か。
分が悪すぎる。逃げるべきだ。
この人たち、このままにしておいちゃダメだと思う。兄ちゃん、私も逃げないからね。
Bro.
やるしかねえか。
来るか。いいだろう。君たちを我らの敵と認定する。さあ来い。我らが理想のために君たちを徹底的に。
組みせぬ者は暴力で排除する。野蛮な思考。それで新人類とは呆れるわね。
I only know one angel with that voice.
何？
I don't know who that is. It happens the moment we resolve ourselves. A voice like an iron fist and a velvet glove pushes aside the tension. Who is that? Is she on their side too? No, they're just as surprised as we are. Then is she on our side? I turn back. Who the heck?
助けるつもりはなかったけれど、むざむざ死なせるのも後味が悪い。
Might?
誰？うちの常連さんの。
パフェクイーン。
そんな名前で呼ばれているのね。別にいいけれど。あとは私に任せなさい。
Okay.
いや、
We've been interrupted by the student from Kuho who's always hanging out at Nineball. Come to think of it, she was there today too. Did she overhear our conversation and decide to tell us? Yep. Also, she was acting like some kind of big shot hero, but she might just put in some
任せろ
work.
って。
話は聞いていたわ。私もあなたたちと同じ生物に選ばれた能力者。
So she's a lot more willing to draw information. In this episode, I see.
は？
さあ、行きなさい。ここは私一人で事足りる。
Oh? The commander's stigma vanishes.
突然現れて大した自信だな。何者だ？
悪党に名乗る名などない。
悪党我らを悪と断ずるか。どうやら君も愚かなユーザーの一人のようだ。
愚者で構わない。あなたたちのような王様気取りの悪を断罪できるのならば。
我らを裁くか。君は神にでもなったつもりか？
いいえ、そこまでうぬぼれてはいない。私は一人の人間。正義を愛する。 ちっぽけな人間、そしてあなたたちに立ち向かおうとした彼らもまた。
Who are you? No, like for real, like this Glaze, she would never say anything like this in the other episode. She spares us a glance. Then she turns to glare at the commander. In the brief moment she turned to us, I saw stigma shining in her left eye. Oh, that's scary. She wasn't bluffing, this girl's a user too.
覚えておきなさい、リグベーダ。あなたたちが自らの理想のために人々を傷つけようとするのならば、人々の平穏を己が欲望のために踏みにじらんとするならば、その野望は私たちヴァルハラソサイエティが打ち砕く。
She flings out her hand and points dramatically at the commander, striking a heroic pose. Wait, what? Oh no, 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 please.
バル
Both Sora and Kujo are at a loss for words. I didn't mishear, did I? She definitely just said, we, right? So like, we're a group now and we have a name? Oh?
バルハラソサエティ。そうか。貴様らがまさか実在していたとはな。
いや、って、何
Nani? Me too.
それはこっちのセリフ、リグベーダ。あなたたちも目覚めていたとはね。有名なの？リグなんとかとバルなんとかって有名なの？
Is this an idol group?
わからない。ラグナロクを止めることが私たちの使命。覚悟なさい。
ラグナロクか。見当違いも甚だしいな。
なんですって。
我らの目的はヒュージアポカリプスによる世界の再創造だ。ラグナロクの日ではない。
Y'all are losing me. What? The coming of Ragnarok?
できると思っているの？エンシェントエッタプロトコルはすでに発動している。だからバルキリアたる私がここにいるの。
それがどうした？黒の黙示録は我が手中にある。貴様らに何ができるというのだ。
Unable to keep up, Sora, Kujo, and I exchange confused glances. Guys, what are you looking at me for? It's not like I have any idea what to do. Across from us, the hooded girl heaves another sigh, and even Kosaka-senpai looks fed up. What the heck happened? I thought we were all about to start fighting for our lives, and now we're all just rolling our eyes. Though I suppose this is still a match between two users, so I shouldn't let my guard down. Well, at least I've got my answers about who these guys are. They're no secret society of otherworlders. Just an edgelord and his unwilling companions. The real miracle here is that the Parfait Queen and the Commander are somehow carrying on a conversation while making up like half the words they're using. They must both be master communicators in their own special way.
オーディンの名においてあなたを撃つ。
やってみるがいい。漆黒の渦。ケイオスタイドの大いなるうねりに貴様ごときが。
おい。
And Nord voice cuts through the BS. And she's very irritable, just like Rhea. Oh wow. Is this Rhea in another dimension or world?
これ以上くだらねえ話を続けるなら俺は帰るぞ。ユーザーを4人も発見できた。もう十分だろ。今この場でやり合うのは無駄だ。効率が悪い。
先ほども申しましたが、暴力は嫌いですの。喧嘩がしたいのでしたら、私がいないところでお願いしますわ。
Bruh. Looks like he's a commander only in name.
今宵はここまでとしよう。楽しかったよ。
Acquaintance? Yeah, I don't think so.
逃げるの？
見逃してやろうというのだ。せいぜい抗うがいい。神の駒使いたちよ。
Oh god, he's seriously trying to laugh evilly, isn't he? If this were a manga, this would be where he teleports away like Sophie. However,
どうかよ。
Soda's timing is so perfect I nearly burst out laughing. But my good humor vanishes in an instant.
夜道には気をつけろよ。お兄ちゃん。
Hey yo, you can't call me that. What the fuck? The hooded girl whispers to me as she walks past. She flashes me a creepy grin and disappears with the others. What is her problem? I thought that commander guy was just full of hot air. The way I figured, the two girls in his group were more rational and didn't share his opinions. But it looks like I was wrong.
新見くん。
That hooded girl's expression made it clear that she wouldn't hesitate to kill.
お兄ちゃん。
怪我はないか？
うん、大丈夫。ひどいことはされてない。一件落着とはいかなかったけれど、犠牲が出なくてよかった。ありがとうございました。助けてくださって。礼などいらない。あなたたちが立ち向かう姿勢を見せなかったら助けるつもりもなかった。あなたたちの正義の心に私の心が共鳴しただけのこと。それじゃあ。
いや、待った。ちょっと待ってくれ。
結城ノアよ。
Return the 9-ball. At first she insisted she has nothing to say to us, but she folded pretty quickly when I offered to buy her a parfait as thanks for saving us. Of course. Once we get introductions out of the way, I asked the question on everyone's mind.
ユーザーなんだよな。
ユーザー。あなたたちはそう呼んでいるようね。じゃあ、アーティファクトを。生物のことね。持っている。
Despite both parties having our own made-up terms, we're able to understand each other pretty well. Yuki casually takes a bite of her parfait. Though I suppose it's possible we're just talking about different things and not realizing. No, wait. I saw her stigma. She's a user. No doubt about it. What I really want to know is...
どうして俺たちを助けてくれたんだ？
認識を改めたから。認識
Kujo, who's sitting next to Yuki, glances over at me. I'm confused too. She's talking like she already knows us. Yuki seems to understand our confusion since she keeps going. Well, it's possible she was planning to explain all of this regardless.
あなたたちは私をただの常連だと思っていたようだけれど。
Wait, what's going on here?
私はあなたたちが能力者であることをすでに知っていた。はあ、店内であんなに大声で話していれば嫌でも聞こえる。
She sighs. Did she overhear us when we were talking about Soda's abilities? Come to think of it, she might have been there that day too. My memories are too vague to be sure, but I have an inkling she was.
それ以来、あなたたちのことを警戒していた。
警戒？
そう。力に溺れ、罪を犯すようであれば、私が裁くつもりでいた。いえ、私たちはそんな。わかっている。
She puts down her spoon and wipes a bit of whipped cream from the corner of her mouth. She then takes a gulp of her tea and continues her story.
あなたたちはリグベーダの思想に対し怒りを抱いていた。ですね。人が死んでいるのに素晴らしいなんて。信用とまではいかないけれど、少なくとも悪人ではないと思ったの。それが助けた理由。
She picks up her spoon and takes another bite of her parfait. she was gonna pass judgment on us. Huh? I noticed this back when she first showed up to help. She sure is confident in her powers. While I am curious what her artifact lets her do, I don't completely trust her yet either. I'm pretty sure she's not a bad person, but I don't want to reveal all of our cards to her. And if we ask about her abilities, we'll be obligated to tell her about ours. There actually is something I'm even more interested in than her powers.
理由は分かった。ありがとう。部が悪い状況だったから本当に助かった。もう一つ聞いていいか？
ええ。
バルなんだっけ、バルなんとか。
バルハラソサイエティ。
そう、それだ。何なんだそれ。
一言で言い表すことは難しいけれど、わかりやすく説明するならば、世界の平和を守る組織。私が8歳の時に作った。
8歳? Huh? What? Shouldn't you be playing with toys at 8? What do you mean?
8歳。
ええ。
いや、私たちって言ったよな。俺たちを数に含めたよな。
そうね、流れで。
流れ？
奴らは組織を結成していた。ならばこちらも組織で対抗したかった。
Now I don't know if she's bluffing or if she was actually OP.
したかった。
そう。あれはこれ以上ない好機だったわね。
You're not perfect, Queen. The real perfect Queen would never say something like this. I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
つまり相手がなんかかっこいい組織名を名乗ったから対抗意識燃やしてノリで言ったってことか？
Sounds like it.
端的に言えばそうね。思ったの。彼らが悪がリグベーダと名乗ったとき。
What's a Rig Veda anyway?
ここだと。
Teacup still in hand, she strikes a pose. Oh god. Oh no, she's an idiot! She seems so together during the whole confrontation with the commander, but I guess that was basically just acting.
巻き込んだことは謝るわ。責任も取る。リグベーダとの決着は私一人でつける。一人って？
I don't know what's danger and what's not danger anymore. I'm scared.
パフェと紅茶ごちそうさま。
あ、待った。
I stop Yuki before she can leave.
何？
連絡先教えてくれ。
言ったでしょ。決着は一人でつける。
そういう責任の取り方はないだろう。巻き込んだって言うならリーダーとして責任取ってくれ。
リーダー
だろ？結城が作った組織なんだから。
She hasn't let a smile cross her face yet, but I can tell she's happy. Yeah, me too. Man, she's even easier to handle than I expected.
単独行動が好きなら俺たちと一緒にとまでは言わない。けどどうせ俺たちもこのまま黙っちゃいない。なら情報交換くらいしようぜ。
いいでしょう。
決まりだな。これ俺の ID。
I show her my phone. Yuki pulls out her phone and starts yapping. I was gonna say yapping, tapping away. A few seconds later, I get a message notification. Looking forward to working with you. The message is accompanied by a surprisingly cute bear sticker. I just cannot figure this girl out, but she does seem to be a good egg. The goodest of eggs.
二人にも教えていいか？
ええ。じゃあ、ありがとうございました。言ったでしょ。礼には及ばない。
Yuki walks off in what she probably thinks is a mysterious and cool manner. Oh, what does that mean? Sora looks like she wants to say something too, but Yuki leaves the restaurant before she gets the chance to. Soda's been quiet this whole time. Miracle. She must still be feeling down.
一時はどうなるかと思ったけれど、よかったね、4人目の仲間。
ああ、なんだっけ。組織がどうたらって話になった時はどうしようかと思ったが。
笑っちゃいけないけど、私もどうしたらいいのか困ってた。
They totally want to make fun of her.
だよな。あのノリにはついていけねえわ。
I'm glad it was confusing on purpose. I was like, have I not been paying attention? No, I'm good. Sora remains silent. Gujo looks like she's about to say something to her, but then she thinks better of it.
私もそろそろ行くね。
ああ、お疲れ様。
お疲れ様。ソラちゃん、また明日ね。また。
Gujo grabs her receipt and takes it to the register. Crap, she's totally planning on paying for our share too, isn't she? I want to chase after her, but she went out of her way to leave the two of us alone. I guess I can pay her back tomorrow.
腹減ったな。せっかくだし食って帰るか。ほら、何食う？
I move over to the seat across from Sora, pull out a menu, and lay it open on the table. Sora gives it a brief glance, then hangs her head again. Oh no, she's gonna cry. Poor thing. She feels bad, doesn't she? I was hoping to take her mind off of what happened for a little while, but I guess that's not working. In that case, I might as well broach the subject.
何があった？
神社行って。
ああ。
Slowly but surely, Sora starts to talk. I don't rush her, just listen quietly.
着いたらもう先輩と司令官って人が話してて。
Wait, which one? Which
能
senpai?
力使ってたのに、後から来たフードのゴーストって人に見つかっちゃって、胸ぐらこうグッて掴まれて、何してやがるって。それで他にユーザーいるなら電話かけて呼び出せって。
そっか。言ってたな。あいつらの目的もユーザー探し。それと通用するかどうか個人差があるみたいだな。空の能力は。
お兄ちゃんもみゃこ先輩も心配してたのに、調子に乗って迷惑かけてごめんなさい。
They didn't even clean up anything. You know, it could have been a lot worse. But sometimes, even when you warn somebody about something or someone, they're gonna do it anyways. And all you can do is receive them or not receive them. It's up to you. But sometimes they're just gonna do the stupid thing and you can't do anything about it.
言いたいことはいっぱいあるが、今は一つだけ。無事でよかった。
Facts. Sora puts her head in her hands and turns her back to me. I push the menu over to her. I bet she's crying right now, but she should still be able to see it out of the corner of her eye.
ほら、何食う？早く決めろ。店員さん呼んじゃうぞ。
おごり？
アホか、自分で払え。
ケチ。
お前の方が小遣いもらってるだろ。何にする？俺ハンバーグ。
Hamburger? Bro, they eat these every day. That's crazy.
私もハンバーグ。
Hamburger? Wait a minute, maybe it's not a burger. It's a steak!
オッケー。すいません。
I call a waiter over and place our order. Soda's still feeling glum, but the delicious food helps raise her spirits a little. Yay. Poor Soda. Soda must still be feeling bad since she starts cleaning up her stuff when we get back to my place. Not only does she throw away all the trash she left lying around, she even folds her clothes and repacks them. Once she's done, she zips up her bag and gets to her feet.
じゃあ。
風呂まだ掃除してないぞ。
え？帰ろうかなって。
うちに？
うん、3泊もしちゃったし。
何今さら遠慮してんだよ。 もうこんな時間だし、今日も泊まってけばいいだろ。
いいの？
下着とかまだあるだろ。洗濯もしたし。
うん。
帰りたいなら駅まで送るけど。
泊まる。
その代わり風呂掃除な。
わかった。
Alright. Sora happily runs off to the bathroom. I feel bad for her! Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Normally I find her overbearing, but she's so straightforward and sweet. Well, it's cute. That's what I'm saying.
終わった。
いや、早えよ。ちゃんとやれよ。
わかった。
Bruh, she runs back to the bathroom. I take it all back. She's hopeless. I've got to be stricter with her from now on, or she'll let my kindness go to her
あ
head.
んまり騒ぐなって何回も言っただろ。
Sounding like a whole dad. I get up and walk to the bathroom. I need to make sure she's doing her job properly this time. I keep watch until the bath is clean to my satisfaction, then return to the living room. We eat some snacks I bought on the way back and do our homework while we wait for the bath to fill. Once it's full, we take our baths, finish our remaining homework, and watch a movie on my laptop. What is happening? Sora stifles a yawn. Looking at the clock, I realize it's nearly time for bed. The movie's just ended, so I turn off my laptop.
寝るか。
Sora goes to the bathroom. Once she's done, I finish up my own business. After brushing my teeth and relieving myself, jorking it, I return to the living room. Sora's already snug in bed. After the first day, she didn't even ask if she could sleep in my bed. She just took it like it was her right. What a cheeky little brat. Sighing, I spread out the sleeping bag.
電気消すぞ。
はーい。おやすみ。
おやすみ。
I turn off the lights and crawl into the sleeping bag. It's depressing to think that I've gotten used to this cramped thing. Granted, it's better than sleeping on the floor.
ね
なんだよ。
え、寝苦しくない？それ。
今言うか、それ。
ベッドで寝なよ。
No, I'm good on the floor!
いいよ。お前意外と神経質だから寝袋じゃ眠れないだろう。ベッド使え。
じゃなくて、一緒に寝ればいいじゃん。寝た？
起きてる。
無視すんなよ。
くだらねえこと言ってんなって思って。
本気で言ってんだけど。
That's the worst part, Brody. Bro, chacho. It wasn't a joke.
なおさらくだらねえ。
Indeed.
なんでいいじゃん。昔はよく一緒に寝てたじゃん。
お前が。ああ。そういうことかよ。
Sounds like she needs a avocado of some sort. Perhaps a stuffed avocado? Like the one I have?
何？
たく。お前いくつだよ。
ニーヤンの一個下だけど。
知ってるよ。いつまでもガキだなってことだよ。
んだよな。仕方ないじゃん。
Her voice trails off at the end. Man, she's such a handful. I get out of the sleeping bag and sit down beside the bed. She pokes her hand out of the covers and I take it.
眠るまでこうしててやるから。
添い寝は？
狭いからやだ。
But despite her apparent disappointment, Sora wears a satisfied smile. She's always been like this. She talks big, but she's a totally fraidy cat. The one time she watched a horror movie by accident, she was so scared of the dark that she started crying when I turned the lights off. She's not going to be able to get some sleep tonight unless I'm next to her. While she's grown up enough not to cry about it, she's still as timid as always. We watched an action movie tonight, so I know it's not the movie that's got her scared. It's those guys.
怖かったか。
ボコボコにされるかと思った。
殴られたりはしてないんだよな。
ニーニが来るまで腕掴まれてたくらい。
何か言われたか。
フードの人の口が悪くて怖かった。
I don't like when people yell.
男の人はなんか話し方がねっとりしてて怖かった。高坂先輩だけ心配そうにしてくれてた。
そっか。
ごめんね。
謝るな。強く止めなかった俺に責任がある。
Facts.
助けに来てくれて。
お礼もこれで最後にしろよ。妹助けに行くのは兄貴なら当たり前だ。
Thumbnail. Sora squeezes my hand. Sora and I were raised in a warm, nurturing environment. Neither of us has ever been in a fight. Wow. Being grabbed by the collar and threatened was probably more than enough to terrify Sora. Well, yeah, I bet. Besides,
夜道には気をつけろよ、お兄ちゃん。
The one that chews gum like a cow with grass. Ghost words echo in my mind. That was obviously a threat, a declaration of war even. The fact that she purposely called me Oni-chan means she's likely targeting Sora too.
お兄ちゃん。
Sora's worried voice brings my thoughts back to the present. I must have looked a little scared too.
寝ろ。今日は疲れたろ。
おやすみ。
おやすみ。
Still holding my hand, Sora closes her eyes. It'd be easy to dismiss those guys' goals as the powerless delusions of some wannabe supervillains. But that doesn't change the fact that they bared their fangs at Sora, at all of us. They're serious about building their so-called paradise. They really believe they've been chosen for a purpose and they won't hesitate to kill. It's even possible the reason they expressed happiness over the petrification is that one of them is the culprit. Either that guy or the hooded girl. Even Kosaka-senpai might be the murderer. Even if none of them is a user of the evil eye, I'm calling it right now, I highly doubt it's Kosaka. It's obvious they'd be more than willing to let them into their ranks. They condone murder after all. And that's not something I'm willing to let slide. But most unforgivable of all, they dare to lay a hand on my precious sister.
いいやん。
Bro, go to bed!
なんだよ。
まだ手離しちゃダメだよ。
ちゃんと寝るまで握ってる。
目覚ましかけた？
かけた。大丈夫だから寝ろ。
おやすみ。
おやすみ。
It looks like she's finally relaxed enough to sleep. A minute later, her breathing becomes soft and regular. Sora teased me about only helping Kujo because I wanted to impress her. But now I have a far more important reason to protect the city. Oh, that's wholesome. Hear me, Rig. Whatever the freak that is. If you plan on fighting us, if you plan on hurting Sora ever again, I will end you, he said. Whoa! Could this be the reason his power, gets unlocked or something? That would actually be pretty cool.
あ、明日の朝ごはん。
Get your to sleep.
寝なさい。
はい。
I love Sora. Wait, what? Ah, this is so copyright. F it! F it. I can eat my snacks. Oh, this must be the end of the prologue of episode 2, right? Ugh! Ugh!
この目に映した儚いリアル信じたことに不可思議な予感行くあてなど決めないで広がる夢のその先で笑顔に会えますようにこの闇を切り裂いて君を見つけたい遥か遠 幻想と無双揺れる思い秘めるほど強くなる世界の始まりからそれぞれに描いてゆく新しい物語何が待っているの
Or not the end of a prologue. Never mind.
ニーヤン早く遅刻するよ。
まだそんなに遅くないだろ
急ぎたくないじゃん。準備できてるならもう行こうよ。
う。はーいはい。
Urged on by Sora, I sling my bag over my shoulder and head to the front door.
行くよ行くよ。
おい、わかったって。
Sora grabs me by the arm and pulls me outside before I even have time to finish putting my shoe on.
おー、いい天気。
なんだよ、くっつくなよ。
いいじゃん、照れんなよ。
うっぜ。
おい、今小声でなんつった。おい。
I just entangle myself from Sora and we started walking to school. Looks like she's still not over the events of yesterday. Now I'm the one who has to suffer through it. For it. She hasn't left my side since waking up. She even tried to go to the bathroom with me. Ugh, talk about moronic.
お昼買ってくよね。
あ
私の分も買っ。
あ、わない。
くそ。
We stopped by the convenience store and grabbed some sandwiches and drinks. Even though we left home early, we still run into the one person I really didn't want to see. Ugh.
おっと。
Ugh. It's on site with her. Sora stops in her tracks. Kosaka-senpai is standing in the middle of the sidewalk as though waiting for someone. For once, she doesn't have her boy toys with her. Boy toys.
行くぞ。
あ、
There's no point in standing around glaring at each other. I also feel like we'd be giving in if we detoured around her, so I decided to just walk straight past her. As we brush by, Kosaka-senpai looks like she wants to say something to us. But I only spare her a brief glance, so I can't be sure. Chalking it up my imagination, I resolutely keep going. However, you have something to say? Kosaka-senpai runs to catch up with us. She dashes past us and silently waits a short distance ahead. She's looking straight at us. Excuse me, but I keep pretending I'm imagining things and walk past her again. That's actually funny. However, cute. Undeterred, she runs past us once more, and this time she meets my gaze. She even looks like she's gathering her courage to say something. Just do the power thing. Hurry up. Police! Police!
なんすかね。
How about you ask her? She's right in front of
俺
us.
たちに用があるみたいだが。
声かけた方がいいんでしょうか。
Yes.
そうしないと延々と繰り返すことになりそうだな。
That's funny. Sighing, we stop in. I will just keep going to see how far she's willing to go. Sighing, we stop in front of Kosaka-senpai.
なんか用っすか。
Ugh. I feel bad for her now. Kosaka-senpai averts her gaze and takes off. Takes off nothing. A few steps back. You're the one who wanted to talk to us, so what's with the wimpy attitude? Well, I guess I am acting a bit confrontational. Right now she's in her timid personality, not her impressed one. I take a deep breath to calm myself, and then ask her again.
何か用があるんですよね。俺たちに。
You got it! You got it, Haruka!
え
Huh? She steps up to Sora, pushes something into her hands, and runs off. What is with that girl?
なんなの。
手紙か？
あ、うん、ぽいけど。
Here, I get it. Words are scary.
ラブレター。
Nah.
一瞬俺も思っちゃったけど、なわけないよな。
だ だよね。なんだろう。何怖い。
読んでみれば。
Why'd I think that it was gonna blow up or something? Like it was one of their powers? Like Sora opens the envelope and That's so stupid. Where am I getting these things from? I don't know. My Brian is just doing Brian things. Oh man.
兄やん、開けて。
Bro.
なんでだよ。
カミソリとか入ってたら怖い。
さすがにそんな陰湿なことし
A
ないだろ。
razor that blows up. Sighing, I take the envelope and cautiously break the seal. There's no razor inside, just a neatly folded piece of paper. Surely it's an apology letter. I pull it out, unfold it, and skim the contents.
やっぱお前宛てだな。
マジでラブレター？
読めばわかる。
怖い。読んでよ。
Bruh.
自分で読め。
I push the letter into Soda's hands. Reluctantly, she starts reading.
昨日はごめんなさい。私では止められませんでした。謝罪文？
みたいだな。
よければ連絡くださいって ID まで書いてある。話したいことあるって。
どうすんだ？
どうすんだって、どうすればいいの？
I don't think Haruka. That's her name, right? Haruka. I don't think she's a bad person, but she's definitely not an ally. Not yet, anyway. I'd hear her out.
明確に敵対しているわけだし、無視もありだとは思うが。
But then it could be a trap. It could be a trap. If she was super smart, she could just play that timid personality and then switch to the other personality and do something super diabolical and evil. Dang, dog. What is up her booty today?
代わりに俺から連絡してみてもいいし。
でも本気で謝ろうとしてたらそれ失礼じゃない？
妙に律儀だなお前。
For real, for real.
昨日高坂先輩だけは心配してくれてたんだよね。話してあげたらとか言ってくれてたし。
ああ、そういえばそうか。聞いたな昨日。
When she said that, I was like, yeah, Kosaka, chill. She chill, Kosaka.
だから、ちょっと私連絡取ってみる。
そっか。反対はしないけど、十分気をつけろよ。
おーい。まあ、メッセージのやり取りだけなら大丈夫っしょ。
Her phone blows up. Soda stuffs the letter in her bag. Maybe she's not as hung up on yesterday's events as I thought. I'm still worried about her, but if she hears me admit that, she'll start teasing me, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
学校着いたら送ってみよっかな。リアクションあったら報告します。
了解。九条にも伝えておかないとな。
いいよいいよ、私から伝えておく。
そっか？なら頼む。
クールに頼むとか言いながらも内心動揺している兄なのであった。
Speaking of this, if you haven't hit the lick, you should totally consider doing that right now.
は？
残念だったな。このネタを話しかけるきっかけに使おうという宮子先輩への下心、私見逃さない。おい、今小声でなんつった？おい
おいおい。
くだんねえこと言ってないで行くぞ。
はいはい。
We resume our walk to school. I'm honestly shocked that Kosaka-senpai wants to talk. Like Soda said, there probably isn't any danger, they're just texting, so I'm not quite worried, per se. But I can't help wondering how things will play out. For now, I'm leaving this in Soda's hands. I am so very curious too, and we will surely find out in the next episode. Homeroom and morning class passed by in a flash, and suddenly it's lunchtime. While Soda explained everything to Kujo in our group chat, she still hasn't mentioned how texting Kosaka-senpai went. It's possible she hasn't gotten a reply yet, but it's also possible they're just having a long conversation. Shift around restlessly through afternoon classes, eagerly waiting for the bell to ring. Finally, Soda sends me a message right as homeroom is ending.
はーい、今日はこれで終わり。日直さん。セーブ画面だよ。セーブするよ。
And we'll wrap it up here. Thank you so very much. I didn't even end up finishing my snacks, but I just wanted to be considerate, because like, what if you guys don't like the munching sounds? I mean, even if you did, that's kind of like weird or something, or rude. I don't know. But it felt really wrong. Anyway, and then I got self-conscious. I was like, yeah, ain't no way I'm eating in on the mic. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you did enjoy, please consider hitting that like, subscribing if you haven't already done so as well. And what else? Is there something I wanted to say about this? Oh yeah, the whole confrontation with the other bozos. I thought something was gonna go down. It felt a little anticlimactic, but I'm not mad at it for it being that way, because it makes it for a nice little build up, I guess. Or it can, if it's executed right. And Kosaka being worried, I think is such a green flag, because I think that says she's definitely not an enemy. And I mean, in episode 1 she was never really an enemy, but she was someone that I was definitely like, you know what, we need to be wary of this lady here, because she can probably make us do all kinds of things that we don't consent to, so be careful with that one. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say about this episode. It was a fun episode. I had fun. I was oddly energetic today. I didn't even have sugar before this either. Speaking of sugar, I'm still eating my snacks, right? And after this, I'm hitting the gym, then figuring out something for dinner, and then probably edit this and have this ready up for you guys as soon as I can. But anyway, once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Till next time.